Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to our Ramadan series about Al-Sirat Al-Mustaqeem, and today we will tackle another resource. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us 4 resources, they're all essential and important to accomplish the mission. Today's resource is our health. One of the most beautiful things I heard in my life is that health is a crown on the head of healthy people. Only sick people see it. Most of us do not appreciate the health that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to us. We don't maintain it well. We think it's going to be there forever, like that, only to regret later on. But if we pay attention to Allah's guidance subhanahu wa ta'ala, in His book and through the example of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we will live a very productive, healthy life. One of the things that my grandmother used to say, health is your capital, not money. If you're healthy, you can make money as much as you want. If you don't have health, how can you do anything? As we will discover that health is not only a physical thing. There is mental health, spiritual health, emotional health, economical, financial health, and physical health. Even though the focus of this episode is on your physical health, it's important to know that there's some people that they don't enjoy a healthy body sometimes their entire life. Yet we find them that they teach us a lesson about strength. When you watch the Paralympics, or you watch people who have been born with some physical challenge, then they make up their mind that they will not let this challenge stop them from accomplishing whatever they want in life. My dear brothers and sisters, we find that this body, Allah mentions it a lot in Al-Quran Al-Kareem and mentions the gifts that He gave to that body. As we said before, Allah gifted us hearing, seeing, the 5 senses, smelling, touching, tasting, subhanallah. And these things, not only they give us information to analyze where we are, but they also give us feelings and give us joy. When we taste something sweet, it gives us joy, subhanallah, and it is one of the joys that Allah put in this world. When you look at how much Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was focused on this issue of physical health, it will surprise you. After every salah, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam will say, Allahumma afini fi badani, Allahumma afini fi sam'i, Allahumma afini fi basari. Ya Allah, give me the state of safety and well-being in my body, in my hearing, in my sight. As we grow older, these are the 3 things. We either start losing our hearing sense, or we start needing glasses, or we start getting sick. Subhanallah. But the Prophet ﷺ was so smart that he asked for the state of prevention. I want afiyah. Afiyah is the state of well-being and prevention from sickness and from illness. My dear brothers and sisters, in our faith, there are instructions that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, through the faith, they are embedded in Quran and Sunnah that enable us to enjoy a healthy life. Number 1, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam way of eating and sleeping. How many of us heard the beautiful hadith that says, it is enough that the son of Adam, the man and woman, the human, it's enough for them to eat few bites that keeps their back straight. When the Prophet ﷺ said, but if you really want to eat, 1/3 for the food, 1/3 for water, 1/3 for air. Our mother Aisha radiallahu anha says, the first bid'ah in Islam, imagine this, the first bid'ah was filling up your stomach. At the time of the Prophet ﷺ, people did not eat to fill up their stomach, just enough to stop the hunger. That's why they were active and healthy. The Prophet ﷺ, when he visited one Sahabi and he asked him, what do you do? He said, I wake up all night praying and I fast all day. The Prophet ﷺ told him, don't do that. Your body has a right upon you. Your wife has a right upon you. Your eyes have a right upon you. And Allah has a right upon you. So give everyone his due right. Subhanallah. So even the man was fasting and praying all night. The Prophet asked him to give his right. So there is a right of our bodies on us because it is a gift. You know, people, I hear them, they say, this is my body. I can do to it whatever I want. I tell them, no, this is the body that Allah gave to you, and you cannot do to it whatever you want. In our faith, it is forbidden to harm our bodies in any way, shape, or form. And that's why the second way of preserving our health is actually to stay away from haram. If you notice what is haram, it is that which is harmful to you, to your body, in any way, shape, or form. That is haram. Specifically, the major things that Allah mentioned: eating pork, drinking alcohol, eating or drinking blood, as they used to make soup out of it in the days of Jahiliyyah, eating a dead animal, eating an animal that is supposed to eat grass. If he ate from a garbage or ate from another animal, you cannot eat from it until it goes through the purity. What do we call that? The entire Islamic system of halal and haram revolves around your physical health in one of its aspects. It also revolves around your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health. Alcohol, they call it the mother of all sins, because when you drink, you lose your mind. Now you could beat someone and you don't know that you're beating them. You could kill someone through driving or other ways, and you don't know. You could hurt the baby that you're carrying in your womb as a mother, and you don't know that you're doing that. It's the mother of all evil. Why? Because it takes your mental health away. It makes you slave and dependent through addiction to alcohol or drugs. Drugs are also forbidden in Islam because now you're dependent on a substance. Allah wants you to be dependent only on Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when you look at that design of the forbidden things, it's a major way to take care of our health. The third way in Islam is prevention is better than treatment. The Prophet ﷺ said, if you hear of a village that a fever spread, which means a plague, which we call pandemic, and we have just been done with the largest pandemic in the history of mankind. If you hear in a village that there is a pandemic, town, city, don't go to it. And if you are in, don't leave it. This is quarantine, subhanAllah, to stop the spread of the disease. The Prophet ﷺ, one time, one from Bani Thaqif wanted to come and declare their deen, declare their Islam on behalf of themselves and the entire tribe. The Prophet ﷺ was told that that person has a contagious disease. The Prophet ﷺ told him, stay where you are. I have accepted your pledge of Iman and faith. What do you call that? Prevention is better than treatment. There's so many prevention in Islam, but if a person tries to prevent and then they fall sick, you don't say to the person in front of you, I became sick because of you. If it hit you because that was Allah's destiny to you, not because someone gave it to you. So we do our best for prevention, but if it happens to us, we don't blame someone else for it. We just accept it and we say, Alhamdulillah. The fourth way that is embedded in Islam to take care of your health and preserve you is the breaks that Allah put in the deen, in the teachings of Islam and in the laws. When you look that Allah told us in the Quran that if it's the month of Ramadan and we are fasting, but then we're traveling or we become sick, that we can take a break from fasting, because if you look at traveling at the time of the Prophet ﷺ in the middle of the desert, middle of the day, middle of the heat, you can dehydrate to death in no time. So that was a break. Why? To preserve your health. When you look at the teachings of Islam, you find that there is so many breaks that are designed around prevention and preservation of your health. Alhamdulillah for such a beautiful religion. The fifth way that is built in Islam to keep yourself healthy is to always thank Allah for what He has granted you. Allah said in the Quran, وَإِذْ تَأَذَّنَ رَبُّكُمْ لَإِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. Your Lord has declared that if you are thankful to me, I shall give you more. If you are healthy and you keep on thanking Allah for your health, Allah will keep you healthy and give you more. The other way, the sixth way of preserving your health is to make dua. So much dua in the morning and in the evening. When you pay attention to ادھكار الصباح and ادھكار المساء, the prophetic way of dua and remembrance in the morning and in the evening, you will find in it so much dua for preserving the health. Allahumma inni as'aluka al-'afwa wal-'afiyah. Ya Allah, I ask you for your forgiveness and for the state of well-being. Ya Allah, I ask you for the state of well-being in my family, in my wealth, in my health. These are beautiful dua. And the other thing is, if you fall sick, there's so many dua in the Sunnah that teaches us how to make prayers and dua to restore our health to the strength that we had. I was so much taken when I was reviewing the dua about health in the life of the Prophet ﷺ, that he always used to ask Allah, Ya Allah, I don't want to live to an old age to the point where I don't know what I'm saying and I don't have my health anymore. And the other dua, Allahumma aafina fi asma'ina wa absarina wa abdanina waj'alha al-waritha minna wa matti'na biha ma ahyaytana. Ya Allah, make us enjoy our health as long as we are alive. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not want to go to an age where people help him to stand up and sit down and go to the bathroom and this and that. But sometimes that happens. Alhamdulillah, if it happens, what is the view of Islam on sickness? When you are sick, you're closer to Allah. When you're sick, your dua is mustajab. Your prayers are accepted. When you are sick, Allah is with you. And when people visit you, they will find Allah with you subhanahu wa ta'ala, helping you and supporting you, and they will gain reward from visiting you. The Islam does not look down on people who are sick. It's the other way. It empowers them. It tells them, if you lost some strength, like your physical strength, you have so much more strength that you can use. You're closer to Allah, your prayers is accepted, Allah is closer to you, people who visit you will be rewarded. Get with Allah and Allah will reward you and elevate your ranks because of that sickness. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He makes us from those that use their health in the right way. How many of us youth, just because we think we're going to be strong forever, we end up really doing many destructive things, and that shows that there is no heedness of Allah's revelation. I thank Allah for our health and I ask Allah to keep us all healthy. Ameen Ya Rabbal Alameen.